Oh baby, we're on the freeway. Here's what I'm working on today. Edge trim for the camper. So I bought these 16-foot pieces and they need to be custom bent to fit around these radiuses. You can't just bend it around the radiuses, otherwise the angle will just get all wonky. So I'm using a tool called a shrinker stretcher, which I'll show you here in a minute, that can actually shrink the metal on one side, and that causes it to create an arch. Whether you shrink it or stretch it lets you decide which way the arch goes, or I should say determines which way the arch goes. So I'm basically just putting this up here repeatedly and bending it a little, bringing it back, bending it a little, checking the fit, bending it a little, checking the fit. And then once you got it perfect, you have to sand out all these marks from the shrinker stretcher and polish it up. And so it's a tedious process, but I should end up with a really custom look on the trim and a really tight fitting piece of trim without a whole bunch of joints, which is what I want to avoid. So let's make a whole bunch more bends. This shiny piece right here is my aluminum trim. That's going to encase the camper panels and give us a weather tight seal on the corners, which are already pretty close to weather tight, but we're just going to cap it off and make sure no water gets in there. So the way I'll be fastening that is with rivets. This little metallic buddy is called a pop rivet. Pop rivets are used to squeeze two pieces of sheet metal or sheet structure together. In this case, the pop rivet is what's going to hold my aluminum edging to the corners of the camper. So in general, the way this works is you place the rivet into your rivet gun. I have an electric version here. And once the rivet's on there, you push it into your hole and then squeeze. And that rivet gets compressed by the gun until it pops off, hence the name. So what I'll be doing now is going all around the edge where this metal trim goes and putting rivets in every area where it seems like it needs to be sucked down a little bit. On top of some 3M tape, I think that's going to give me a weather tight seal and a really good finish to the edges of the camper. I'm freaking out pretty bad right now. Pretty much the worst case scenario just happened to me in the shop. I'm getting ready to put the camper on the truck, and it's a sketchy setup that I have with the camper jacks. I had them on some dollies. I should have taken the dollies out first. And long story short, the camper fell over. I have no idea how bad it is yet, and I'm freaking out. I tried to save it and bruised my arm pretty bad. And oh my God, I feel like an idiot. And my heart is just racing. I don't even want to show you guys this, but oh my God. So it totally just tipped on one corner that wasn't supported, or I had to support it with the jack and the jack slipped out. And so I don't know how bad it is, if it's going to be fine or savable, or, oh man, this sucks. This really sucks. So yeah, this jack was in the corner. It was on a dolly. It slipped out. Oh my God. Oh, that's fucking sad to see. Okay, let's see if I can get this thing back on its feet. Oh my God, that sucked. crazy as that was, the damage is super minimal. It's literally just a super small dent in the front part where it sits on the truck and a little bit of the trim that I glued on yesterday. I really can't believe it. I feel like a complete idiot for having it on the dollies while trying to lift it up so high. I knew already that it's front heavy because obviously the cab over part is sticking out and it's empty right now, so it's the weight is imbalanced, but that was super scary. I jacked up my arm pretty good. Super scraped and bruised. Look at my elbow. The camper was coming down. I was in that corner because I was just pulling the dolly out and lifting the jack up so that I could slide it back in, and it just started to tilt towards me, and I lost my footing and I grabbed it as much as I could, and it just raked across my arm and then slammed into the ground. Luckily, I think everything's going to be fine. No one will know that I made such a dumb mistake unless I post it on the internet for everyone to see. So yeah, I had these jack stands on these dollies, which I only use for moving the camper around in my shop. And I was basically trying to go from having it on the dollies to having it on the ground so that I can pull the truck under it. And in the process, I messed that up and the whole thing fell. So this is the part that hit the ground pretty hard. And it actually didn't hit the ground, it hit this trailer because I had the trailer underneath it, trying to save space in the shop here. And so you can see it just banged my trim there. And actually, yeah, behind the trim, it looks fine. So we're just gonna need a new piece of trim on the front there. And maybe I'll just sand and polish this one out. It just got some scuffs there. It's honestly pretty crazy that it didn't get jacked up more. And front corner here, it just kissed it right there. But I guess it's a good thing that I built it out of steel because she's pretty strong. That was crazy. I feel like I did a whole day's worth of work even though I just got here. That was so scary. I thought the whole thing was ruined. Whew. Luckily, did not destroy the camper. Everything's fine. We've got a tiny dent in a spot that you can't see once it's on the truck. And I learned my lesson, which is to ask for help if you're not sure if you got something. I am a classic do-it-myself and don't ask anyone for help, and that just bit me in the butt. So, lesson learned. I'm super glad that I built it strong. We got a unexpected toughness test, and it passed, so that's good, but that was super freaky, and my arm is pretty sore. It definitely took a slam. And yeah, so I'm gonna get my clamps adjusted that hold the camper to the truck, and we'll keep on rolling. Can we walk in on a film session? Yeah, just seeing if I can sneak it out. Awesome. Hey, how's it going? My girlfriend Karen. I'm Dave. Nice to meet you. Yeah. Hey, how are you? Good. Thank you. Just barely. I'm like an inch. So when I throw a max air fan up there, I'm gonna have to bring it out and then put it on. But I did that. Woo! Doing about 60 and it feels fine. I feel the weight of it a little bit. We're definitely gonna get some custom leaf springs. I already sent a message to Alcan. Alcan, if you watch this, let's talk about leaf springs. Yeah, it feels fine. We're definitely not gonna be driving fast. I'll probably keep it at 65 or below when we're on road trips and stuff, but so far it feels fine, and that is awesome!